So here we are, the end of a tiring day of travel here in the beautiful Days Inn in Norcross, Georgia. Beautiful Norcross, Georgia. So let's talk about what happened in fan access.
Fan access is the term you're looking for. So the first thing that happens, and I just want to throw this out there, I don't remember the kid's name. The first thing that happens is we get in line for a signature. Literally, the kid in front of us is like, "Hey, how was the review, guys?
YouTube, right?
Somebody knew us. Somebody recognized us, which baffled me, honestly. So that was right off the bat.
So the main reason we went was for the autographs, because we heard that CM Punk would be there. The main two that stood out, CM Punk, and then, of course, John Morrison, which is, of course. So we started looking around. We jump into a line. We know that CM Punk will be there in the first portion, John Morrison in the second portion. So anyway, what was the line? What first line we got in?
The first line we got in was Chris Masters.
No. The first line we got in.
Oh, that's not
They
fair.
weren't telling us who was going to be signing in that particular line. So we're waiting, and out walks Chavo Guerrero and the Great Khali. And
God bless him.
And Chris was like, and I said, "Come on, Chavo. We like Chavo. I like using that." And Chris goes. So we wait for a while and we see how they're signing everything, and then we were like, "No, let's spend our time better." So we get into another line where Chris Masters is. Chris Masters.
He's a big fella.
He's a mountain of a man.
He's a pretty big fella.
He was wearing a very simple T-shirt. It must have been expensive. It had to have been.
Probably like from the Gap or something. You know, one of those $100 V-neck T-shirts.
Probably, but
you could buy in a 3-pack.
It was
but
very.
You don't because you're rich. Even though I can't imagine that he's rich. Anyway,
Probably better off than you.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. So yeah, let's show our autographs.
Yeah.
It says to Scott, and I believe that says Mr. CM.
Mr. Juicer?
CM. But that's fun. And Chris got the front of his.
I got the front of my program. So this is the program, the official $20 WrestleMania 27 program.
Because we didn't have anything for people to sign, so we bought programs, which was.
It's nice. I mean, it's a neat little thing, but you know,
expensive.
probably the only souvenir I'll buy.
Yeah, unfortunately. So then we jump into the line of Jack Swagger, Michael Cole.
Jack Swagger, Michael Cole.
So Chris Masters asked us, he asked where we're from. We said Pensacola. He said, "Hey, did you guys get into the oil wash up from the oil spill, the BP spill over the summer?" And so we talked about that for a second. I thought that was nice. It was a nice thing for him to...
Nice of him to do that.
Very friendly. So Jack Swagger, I was the first one up to meet, to talk to Jack, and I said, "Hey," so he said, "Are you excited about the match?" And he said, "Oh yeah." He said, "I can't even sleep. I can hardly even sleep." And so he signed my book. Oh, I know. I opened to the front page of the book thinking that, hey, I'll get a bunch of people to sign this cool little WrestleMania thing. And of course he signs it and takes up the whole page. So, yeah. Then I go to Michael Cole, who signs it there at the very bottom corner.
The cool thing that Swagger did in my book is, first of all, he signed it. And I don't know if you can see this or not. He gave Stone Cold some hair. And then...
We'll hold it up closer in a second.
And he gave Heath Slater a mustache.
And it says there's something.
There's something there.
We don't know what it means.
But
it was nice. And then Michael Cole says, I said something like, "I'm looking forward to the match because this whole build-up has been a lot of fun to watch." And he said, "Yeah, it's been great. It's been great. A lot of fun." So Cole wasn't that bad. He wasn't that bad. He was tweeting or texting or something while he was during the autograph signing, which I found it was a little strange, maybe a little kayfabe, trying to look like a jerk.
Yeah.
Then what did we do? We went
to he's just a jerk.
No way. Not Mr. Cole.
Then we went
to good old Michael Cole.
We went to Kofi's line. Kofi was next.
Yeah, and I can't find my page, but he signed.
Yeah, I don't know what it's in there somewhere.
And then we saw some of the other enjoyable. We knew that the autograph people were about to switch out, so we went to the
memorabilia section.
Looked
at some memorabilia.
Titles.
Yeah, we looked at some cars. John Cena had a bunch of cars there. Then we decided to split up.
Because we didn't know where JoMo was going to be. CM Punk, first of all, made an appearance. There was a ring. Yeah, there was a ring set up where people were coming out and talking. So we missed CM Punk. He didn't sign anything. We didn't know if JoMo was going to be in a similar predicament or if he was actually going to sit and sign. I, of course, was, wanting to. So Chris sees that Sheamus comes out. And I say, you know what, I'm going to take my chances. I'm going to go stand in the line where Dolph and Vicky were currently finishing up, hoping that Morrison might be there.
It was the only line left that we didn't know who was going to be there.
So, I'm waiting there. And so John Morrison, I find out from the lady in front of me, and the ladies in front of them, everybody was screaming and giggly. I was the only one who kept my cool. So I get up to Morrison, and I give him a $1 bill to sign. Look at that. Do you see that? Wonderful. So I handed it to him. I said, look, I said, I'm a big fan. Shook his hand. I handed him my $1. I said, I'm going to have you sign $1. And he goes, wow, this is going to be worth like $10 now. And I said, funny. He's funny. And so I signed it, and I said, I thought this was going to be your year to be Mr. Money in the Bank. And he said, yeah, it's a shame we're not doing that this year. And I said, yeah. I said, but you got your shot. And he said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm looking forward to, I think I said Sunday night. I might have said tomorrow night, which is a little wrong.
A little embarrassing if you did.
Anyway, so I got to meet John. I got a $1 bill signed. So, $10. Who wants it? No.
And then who did you go to next? Who was the last one you went to?
Oh, no. First, then I have to say, you were in line for Sheamus. Yes. Taking forever.
Oh, God, it took forever.
I see Chris, and I say, Chris, I'm going to go back to the back while you wait in line for Sheamus. I walk back to the back. There's a ring set up where, like I said, they were doing interviews. They were calling people up and having a little trivia contest or something. I walk back to that ring, and who do I see in the ring having a match there at Fan Axxess? Daniel Bryan and Ted DiBiase. And my initial thought is, I need to run tell Chris to get him out of line so he can come watch this, because he likes Daniel Bryan. But I didn't know if I should. I didn't know if he'd get out of line.
Because, I mean, again, that's two of the guys that I wanted. Sheamus was one that I wanted to see.
Really?
I did. I didn't know he was going to be there. I was excited when I saw him. And I loved me some Sheamus. So I wasn't going to get out of line. And
I didn't have my sunglasses
I was toward the front of the line anyway.
Right.
And I could actually see, while I was at the front of the line, Daniel Bryan in the back in the ring. I didn't know there was a match going on. But I thought, okay, cool, I'll get out of this just in time to go back there and see that. Of course, by the time I get back there, that's over.
He's making his little victory lap, but I saw him. I saw Daniel Bryan in a match from this close, from there to there. Do you see where I'm pointing? So, we get back together, and then Chris says, hey, I want to go stand in the line for Alberto Del Rio, and what's the little guy's name?
Ricardo. And I'll just say this, girl... you'll probably never see this. You probably don't know who the hell I am. Girl that was doing the clicking that worked there. Adorable. I think she liked me. If you're watching this, let me know.
Hit me up.
Leave me a message.
Okay, now some old fat guy is going to be like, hey Chris, I'm the clicker girl. Send me naked pictures. Clicker girl.
Never mind.
No, clicker girl. You had your chance, all right.
No, she was adorable. She really was. She was very sweet, and seemed to be.
All of the clicker girls. I will say this. I talked to a lot of clicker girls, and they were all very nice.
It's a boring job to stand there and click.
Right. And so So Chris goes to see Del Rio, and I, on the table that Chris Masters was in, Hacksaw Jim was there. Jigsaw Doug.
Jigsaw Doug.
That's what we're going to call him when we see him next time.
Doogie.
Hey, Jigsaw Doug. This is a real honor.
He probably wouldn't even notice.
When I think great wrestling, I think Jigsaw Doug. I mean you, my friend. So, I said to Hacksaw Jim, I said, oh, what did you say to Sheamus?
No, not much. I told him, basically, I told him my name, he asked me how to spell it, and I told him, your match is probably, arguably the match I'm looking forward to the most. And we're running out of tape, so we need to wrap this up. But, yeah.
We're running out of battery. Oh, God.
Basically told him I was excited to see him.
So I got Jigsaw Doug's autograph. I said, hey, I saw you at a Raw taping in Mobile. And I really feel like I'm a wrestling fan, having seen it. So anyway, that's all we've got before the battery dies on us. Big day tomorrow?
Yeah, big day tomorrow.
Perhaps.
We might shoot some stuff around town. Maybe you see some other YouTubers.
But I will not be spending this dollar, even if it's my last.
I was so tempted to put it in the vending machine.
My God. Not funny.
You have no idea.
Not funny.
So that's it?
We're heading, have a good night. We'll talk to you. Well, it's in the year, and it's not night for you, probably. But it's a night for us. It was an eventful day. Fun and eventful day. Let's talk to you very soon.
Peace, everybody.